Okay, so I'm going to formally rant about foreigners in my country. Alright? I'm sick to death of the number of foreigners that are in my country. Okay? Sick to death of them. Alright? This is my country, and my forebears, even members of my family, have put their lives on the line historically to protect this country from invasion by foreigners. Okay? This is not a joke. Alright? This is not a joke. Our country is being invaded, right, by perhaps millions of foreigners. And someone is orchestrating it, because English people would never do that. English people would never orchestrate the invasion of their own country, which means that somebody, right, either is being a traitor to our country, or it's some sort of foreign influence. Okay? That's how it is. Who is organising the complete abandonment of the principle of this being our country and not a place for anyone from anywhere in the world to just appear and call home. Illegal, legal, I don't care. I really don't care. It's affecting our culture and it's damaging our culture. I don't mind saying it. It's the truth. I don't care how well behaved they are either. I don't care. They're not our people. They will never be our people. They will always be their own people. And I'm sick to death of it. This is my country. And that is the sentiment of millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of the people in this country. We are sick to death of having foreigners stuffed down our throats. Yeah, sure, they're lovely people. I don't care. They've got their own countries to be in. We don't need them. We don't need them. Oh, but they've got special... No. We can train our own. We can train our own people to do anything we need to do. Thank you very much. And I'm not even aggravated at the foreigners. I'm aggravated because of them. They're not the cause. It's the people who are organising this invasion, so as to subsume the ethnically British under a mountain of non-British people. And that's what's happening. And that's the truth. And anyone with half a brain can see it. I'm sick of it, and it has to stop. We have to stop it. I'm not going to couch my language. I'm not going to pretend this isn't happening and and pretend it's not. I'm not going to speak kindly about it. It's a wrong, and it needs to be stopped and utterly reversed. Completely and utterly reversed. We need to get rid of every single foreigner we can to fix this situation so that we can get a grip of our own country. Oh, you can't say that. I just said it. That's what we need to do. That's my opinion. Okay? If you don't like it, back up your own opinion. Alright? The truth is, our country is overwhelmed with foreigners, and I'm sick of it. I walk down the street sometimes, I can't hear English. I'm tired of it. And I'm not the only one. This needs fixing, and the people in charge ain't doing their jobs. They are not doing their jobs. Their job is to protect English people, and by extension we can say British, inclusive of Scottish people, and Welsh people, and Northern Ireland residents. We have to look after our own place, and not have people who have globalist ambitions thrust millions of people who do not belong in this country and have no business being here into this country. I would be accused, I would have names I would have accusations thrown at me for saying what I'm saying. I don't care. I'm right. Completely and utterly right. Someone or a group of people have an agenda afoot to try and plough as many foreigners into our country as humanly possible. You can't say it's not true. English people wouldn't do it. Would you invite half of the street of your neighbours into your own house and have them just set up home in your house? No, you wouldn't. But someone who wanted that situation to happen might do it if they had influence enough in your home to make it happen. And that's what's happened. Somehow along the line, we have people in positions of influence in our country, in our nation, who have allowed this. Intentionally. Not accidentally, intentionally. Intentionally. You can't accidentally allow millions and millions and millions of people into your country. Whoops. It doesn't happen accidentally. It's intentional. It's not possible for it to be done accidentally. So it's intentional. And I'm sick of it. You speak to these people. Yeah, a lot of them have good command of the English language. Good. So what? They don't belong here. You try and discuss things with them and you feel like you're hamstrung. You can't say certain things. Oh, I'm worried about how they might feel. That doesn't happen when you speak to an English person. You speak to them and you openly express yourself. And you can't get across what you want to say to them. Yeah, the majority of them are fairly polite. Fine. They shouldn't be here. But if there is a problem, you try and get your point across to them. And you can't get it across to them because they are culturally different. They are ethnically different. They are lingually different. They don't understand what you're saying. This is the problem. This notion, multiculturalism, it doesn't exist. It is a non-thing. All it is the destruction of the host nation's culture. That's what it is. Multicultural. Get out of here. We have a culture, thank you very much, and it is being attacked and undermined. North or south in this country, if you want to draw any delineation. We all are British through and through. I don't want all these foreigners in my country. I'm sick of it. That is a simple fact. You can call me, say what you like. You are wrong. We don't need these people in our country. I would hedge that our country is the most invaded country in terms of foreigners on the whole planet. It's a joke. And it needs to be completely and utterly reversed. Giving out passports willy-nilly to everyone. Oh yeah, oh look, I am now British because I have British passport. No, you're not. I am citizen. No, I'm sorry. There is a difference between being British and bearing a passport. It is a culture that we grow up in and we love and we belong to and we respect. It is in our blood. It's got nothing to do with just a little stinking piece of paper. Our nationhood, our nationality is precious, and there are those who would seek to undermine it and who are orchestrating the attack on it that's happening. I don't need these other people in our country. We don't need these other people in our country. Not at all. A country is responsible for generating its own talent. We don't need people from other countries. If we've got a deficit, we don't buy it in, we make it ourselves. We train the people we need. We don't need doctors from India. We don't need care workers from Nigeria. We don't need them. We've got our own people. We manage our own house. We don't just farm other people in from wherever. It's harming our culture. When you walk down the street in your own town and the people around you are not even speaking the same language as you, it's a problem. Years ago, a foreign person was a novelty. Oh, that's interesting. And you'd greet them, you'd welcome them, and they would be a wonderful experience for you. Now, the whole country's swamped with them. Even our own capital city, London. The majority of people there are not even English. That's got to be fixed. That's got to change. That has to be fixed. Because that's a travesty. I bet you there's not another city in the world where that's true. Where the majority of people in that city are not even from that country. Especially our capital city? It's crazy. Yeah, sure, you have international business people here and there. But we have a mass immigration crisis. And people are pretending it's not happening. Oh, no, we can't say that. No. This has to end. It has to be fixed, replaced, repaired, whatever we have to do. Now, it doesn't mean hassling people. It means putting in place things which rectify the situation. All right? A nice handshake for the people who have come here and done whatever they've done, and away you go now. That's that. We have the power to do that in our nation, in our country, and we have the right to do it. We have the responsibility to do it. There are people who want the destruction of our country, of our nation, of our culture, who want to undermine us, to bring this whole world into a one world kind of government, where everyone's completely and utterly mixed and ruined. No one knows where the hell they came from, so that they're easy to control, manipulate and dominate and rule and basically undermine. No. No. We have countries, they are thousands of years old. Thousands? Potentially. At least hundreds. That is our culture. We live and breathe it. The reason I'm speaking these words in this tongue, in this language, is because of the culture that I'm from. And we have a proud and rich heritage, which is being completely undermined by our own media. Our own media must be also heavily influenced and heavily influenced by the same folk who are trying to ruin our country by arranging this mass immigration. It has to be. No English people would do it. You wouldn't go and ruin your own house, would you? You wouldn't. This means that someone else is doing it. And they can't be allowed to. This has to be stopped. Now, I don't know exactly how to do it, but it has to be done. And other people in my country, we need to get together and actually put our heads together and figure out how to get this done. Because it's a travesty. And you know what? When it's done, we'll wonder why we didn't do it sooner. However it needs to be done. It needs to be done. I want my country back. The country I grew up in. The country I love. The country I'm willing to die for. Nowadays, you talk to English people and all they say, oh, I don't like my country anymore, I'm not happy with my country. Don't you see a problem? We've got a problem in our country, a massive problem, and it needs fixing. We don't need to be running away from it, we need to fix it. And we can fix it. And we will fix it. But there are folk who are trying to screw it up. We have to work to make it better, to keep our standards, to keep our culture, to protect ourselves. There are people who want a globalist situation, right? It doesn't exist, it can't exist. That would be a nightmare. It can't happen. Like, it literally, practically cannot happen, but they're still going to try and push it. And the only effect it will have is to diminish the comfort of people in their own countries and nations. Because in order to aim for this fantasy they're trying to create, they need to flood everywhere with as many foreigners as possible, so that it all becomes a mess. At which point they'll be like, oh well, since there are no real nations or countries anymore because everyone's such a mixture, we'll just do away with them. And that's their plan. We can't allow that to happen. Each nation must respect themselves and must have their own culture and their own ethnicity and their own pride. They have to have it. We have to protect these things in the face of these evil, sick people who are trying to ruin it. I don't want it anymore. I love my country, and it's England. Or if you want to extend it, this island that we're on, Great Britain, including England and Scotland and Wales. And you can extend it to Northern Ireland. I'm sure the Irish people are probably just as annoyed with having way too many foreigners in their country. I don't know. But I am. And I want it fixed.